Okay, here's the update for the weather manager. It's basically part two of this object or script. So as you can see, the daylight, the night and day cycle is already working. I showed you in the previous video, but now this object is also the one in charge of changing the weather conditions. So right now we have rain. It's gonna make it rain in a bit. And as you can see, it started to rain. We can tweak the values such as speed or the angle in which the rain is falling. Right now it's just falling from top to bottom, but maybe like for the storm, it could have like a bit of a x velocity or something, just to that it makes it look more like intimidating maybe. So that's snow. That's rain. Let's go with snow. And snow takes a little bit to load just because not to load. It's already falling, but it's way slower. So there it is. The snowflakes are falling. Again, the same values are tweakable. We can make maybe we can spawn more particles or less, depending on how it feels on devices. Because maybe in low-end devices we might start to feel some choppiness just because we're probably going to have a ton of objects, including obviously a bunch of characters, explosions, and all that. So we can tweak those values to make sure it runs smooth. So yeah, I think that's pretty much for the weather changing effects. And yeah, again, we can tweak the values, the images, the colors, the speed, but it's basically working there. And I think now since we're pretty much done with I guess the main scene elements as well as the tutorial, I will probably take some time to work on the UI because right now we don't have any UI, and since I'm gonna start working on the actual game loop, like taking civilians and then checking how many zombies you get and the score. So we don't have anything to reflect those things. I just have the placeholder um, bar for the shield, but that's pretty much it. So I think I'm going to work on some sketching for UI elements, which obviously we're gonna need a some sort of way to let the player know how much time they have left. Also, probably a counter for whether just general points or if you want to divide it into um, the amount of civilians saved or the amount of zombies killed, and keep them as separate values. So all that has to be displayed somewhere on the screen. We already have the bottom part of the screen used for the the buttons and the virtual joystick. So all the other UI elements are probably going to be sitting here on the top part of the screen, which is basically just timer and your energy shield bar and all that and general points maybe. And I would like to add something here that lets you know whether you're getting saving civilians or killing zombies, something like a small pop-up message or something. Um, but yeah, so I'm gonna be working on that next.